Hello and welcome to the Brick Shack. So in a previous video we did an unboxing of this set here, the Titanic, and as you can see it is now built. So first of all, you might be able to tell we're not actually in the Brick Shack, but we are in the conservatory of the main house, and that's because I think this is the best place for the Titanic to be. So as you can see, we have this old looking desk here, and I think that really complements the Titanic set. I just think this sort of set needs to be placed on a dark wood sort of surface like this. So as you can see, the Titanic is absolutely massive. It even goes off of the edges of this desk. So let's take a closer look. So I suppose I may as well start down here. We have this nice little name plaque here, and these are using the same letters you get in the typewriter set. It's a very simple build, but it doesn't need to be complicated. I think it's great as it is, just using these few parts. So for the main ship, at the back of the ship we have these three rudders here, and they are in that pale gold colour and really contrast well against the red. And then we have this flag here. I did actually look this up, but I've forgotten what it's called, so remind me in the comments if you can remember what this flag's called. And then looking at the top here, you can just see the amount of detail put into this set. And these benches here are actually a really clever design. So, and then we have this cog here which can turn. Now I'm not going to turn it because I've got it perfect as it is, but what that does is it adjusts the string along the top here. It just makes that either looser or tighter depending on how you want it. And then moving along, we have these cranes here. Now I'm not sure if they're supposed to be like this, because in the Lego stores they have them just straight out and not bent upwards like that. Now I'm not sure what's accurate to the Titanic, but I think the way I have it here looks the best. And then coming down from there, we have these sort of steps, or what are supposed to replicate steps going up. I think those pieces work quite well for what they're trying to achieve there. And then there are quite a lot of cranes on this ship. So we have some more cranes along here as we move up the decks, as well as this mast here. And then we move on to the lifeboats. We have some more benches in the background as well. And we also get to our first funnel. I really like the way these funnels are made, and it's quite a good technique of how they get that angle. Also, the tension on these string pieces is pretty much perfect for what they did there. Then moving on, we can see they use these Technic pin pieces here with the hull, and they just replicate windows. I think that's a really good part usage for that, and it's just really simple. Then we have our first skylight here. We've got some more benches as we go along. They're just dotted around the whole ship. Then of course we have the four funnels as we go along. Now I'm not a Titanic expert, so I can't tell you everything on the ship, like this piece in the middle here. I assume it's a sort of lookout tower or something similar to that. These windows back here look really nice with those pieces placed into them. That creates a lot of nice detail for those. And then we also have the second skylight up here. And then we have even more lifeboats. I believe there's 16 on the ship. And then we're coming towards the front of the ship now, and I believe right there where those windows are, I believe that's where the captain would have been to control the ship. And then we have even more cranes, and we have another mast. And this mast has the American flag on the top, and that is of course because that's where the Titanic was headed to before it sank. And then we have the final crane along with the British flag, of course because the Titanic was made in Britain. And then we finish off with these anchors just coming down through there, and you can see the chain on top, how it connects. So the Titanic isn't just pretty from the top, but it's also got a lot of detail on the side. We have a lot of these porthole windows here, and that's just a really clever technique of how they achieve that. And then even on the side of the ship where these white parts are, they've got some really clever window designs in there. So this set is full of detail. And I didn't actually show you all of it because there is some interior detail, just a small amount. Now, I can't show you that because it would involve taking this whole thing apart into 3 sections, then I have to put it all back together. And to be honest, I just can't be bothered doing that. And I'm sure a lot of you have already seen that in other videos from other people about the Titanic. So that was just a quick look around the Titanic and what the details of the set look like. It's full of detail, it's absolutely amazing to look at. You can keep looking at this set for ages and find some new detail about it that you might not have seen before. It measures over 135 centimeters long, and I think it just looks fantastic. It's a great display piece, and it will definitely be a talking point when visitors come around. So this set isn't cheap at £555 in the UK. That is quite expensive, but for the amount of parts you're getting and what the set is, it is a fair price for what Lego is. So at the moment, these are actually quite hard to get a hold of. They're completely out of stock online on lego.com, but if you're lucky enough to find one in the Lego store and you've been eyeing up this set, I definitely suggest you to buy it, because this is just one of those sets that one day I doubt will ever go down in value. And because of that price point, not everyone is going out buying this set, so that is going to make it more rare. There is just so much detail on this set. I don't think you're going to be disappointed when you build it. It's a great fun build. I didn't get bored building it at all. There's only a few stages on it where you're building the inverted version of something. That's the only part that's a bit tedious and boring. But most of this build is a fun build, and there's a lot of great build techniques that I would have never thought of and that surprise you along the way. So I think this is going to be the permanent home for the Titanic for me, in the conservatory on this desk here. I just think the dark wood colour works perfect with this. I don't think this set would have worked in a modern room such as the TheBrickShack. So that has been a quick look around the Titanic. It's a 9,000 piece set. It measures 135 centimeters long. It's definitely quite a big build. It'll take you a while to build it, but it's a great fun build. It's definitely worth picking up if you have the spare money for it. I don't think it's something you're ever going to lose money on. Used Titanics right now are going for the same price as what new ones cost on Lego, and they have bids on them on eBay. So people at the moment are breaking even on this set, buying it new and then selling it used. But I think that now sums everything up. So I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.